Variable scope is something that is important, and I guarantee you, at some point in your programming career, everybody is going to have an error or an unexpected result because of this, because of variable scope and functions. What I'm referring to is this. Essentially, you can think of a function sort of like you think of Las Vegas. What happens in the function stays in the function in terms of variables, right? So, for example, if I have a function here that defines a variable inside the function, mind you, as x equals 33, and then it prints right now x equals x. Every time I run that function, it's going to print x equals 33. But if I put that function in my program like this, where I have x equals 20, and then it says print x equals x, it'll print x equals 20, then I'm going to call my function, which sets the value of x to 33, and then print right now x equals 33, and then it's going to print x equals something. What do you think it's going to print that last time? Who says 33? Who says 20? Who says something else? That'd be interesting. So let's take a look at what happens. So let's reformat this so that it works. Okay, so there is same program, right? And now let's run that. Oh, maybe I should run this program and not the other one. That one's happened to you all several times. Okay, so look. Because remember, what happens in the function stays in the function. So let's make it a little more confusing. Because who doesn't like things to be more confusing in the middle of a class that's already confusing, right? Okay, so we have an error here. So it can't even see the x there. When I run that, it says local variable x referenced before assignment. The reason it says that is because I'm trying to print the value of x inside the function before I tell it what the value of x is inside the function. Because the function is its own little universe when it comes to variable names. And even though x is named the same thing inside and outside the function, those two values are not touching each other because x in the function is not the same as x outside the function. Very important to remember. Okay? You want to make sure that when you're referencing something outside the function, if you want something from outside the function to get into the function, you should use a parameter. So if I wanted to, let's say, do this, and then I would pass x into that as a parameter, this function would work, and it would still print int x equals 33 because I'm overriding it, but it's not overriding that. If I want to override that, then I need a return value, int x, and I would say right here after I run that, or I would just do this, x equals this, because it's going to return that value. So now when I run it, the last time it prints the value of x, then it prints it to 33. That's because I've put something in and gotten something back out of that function with a parameter and with return. So when we want to get values in and out of functions for those functions to use or act upon, the correct way, the way I want you to use almost every single time, is to use parameters and return values. However, there is another way